How's it going, everybody? I'm Lewis and we've got a new update from the Old School RuneScape team. This is the Abyssal Sire. The Abyssal Sire is a challenging new Slayer boss found in the Abyss. The Sire takes the idea of a Slayer boss and pushes it to the next level. Get ready for the fight of your life. The Abyssal Sire requires 85 Slayer and either an Abyssal Demon or Abyssal Sire Slayer task to kill. You can access the Abyssal Sire by heading to the south side of the Abyss and passing through the southern passage. A fairy ring can be found south of this passage if you'd like access to the boss without needing the help of the Mage of Zamorak. Of course, if you're able to defeat a monster the caliber of the Sire, then you stand a good chance of being rewarded. 2 new weapons are now available as drops from the Abyssal Sire. First of all, there's the Abyssal Bludgeon. The Abyssal Bludgeon is a 2-handed weapon that requires 70 attack and strength to equip. It has the following stats: 102 crush attack and 85 strength bonus. The Abyssal Bludgeon only has crush attack styles, and can be only used to train strength, and of course hit points. The special attack of the Abyssal Bludgeon costs 50% special attack energy, and increases damage dealt by 0.3% for every prayer point that you're missing. Next, the Abyssal Dagger. The Abyssal Dagger is a 1-handed weapon that requires 70 attack to equip. It has the following stats: plus 75 stab attack, and a plus 75 strength bonus. The special attack hits twice in quick succession, just like the Dragon Dagger, with 15% reduced damage. However, if the first hit deals damage, so will the second. Both hits deal damage, or neither do. So, what are you waiting for? The Abyssal Sire awaits. If you think you've got what it takes to defeat the bloated beast, make your way to the Abyss and give it your best shot. And finally, other news this week. The information for protecting Crandorian hops in the farming skill guide has been corrected. So finally we've got the Abyssal Sire. It's a bit of a small update compared to some recent ones we've had, but in the grand scheme of things it's quite huge. A lot of people will be working their Slayer up so they can kill this beast. I was a little worried that adding a fairy ring into the Abyssal Sire's area might change the way that some people decide to runecraft. However, I've just checked in game, and once you go into the Abyssal Sire area, you can't crawl back out to the main Abyss. If you want to leave, you're going to have to actually leave the Abyss. The rewards I find are very interesting. Both I would say are very pure friendly weapons. There's the Abyssal Bludgeon, which is crush only and is very powerful. I like the fact it will encourage people to be attacking with low prayer. However, it's interesting to note that each piece of the Abyssal Bludgeon, as they mentioned in their livestream last night, is actually untradeable. So that's going to make it very rare. However, don't worry, the entire thing is tradable, so if you don't have the Slayer level, you still have a chance of getting one. It's just going to be very expensive. I also find the Abyssal Dagger quite interesting. Surprisingly, I think it's quite well balanced. It's got a nice special attack and such, but the model of it is just way too big. It's at least the size of the majority of the swords in game, and potentially about the same size as most scimitars. When I was watching the community livestream last night, Mod Ghost said that Mod Alfred decided to keep it so big because he didn't want to lose some of the detail. Personally, I think that is a terrible excuse for that. I think the J-mods should definitely look at this and think we should make this smaller and much more simplistic. Sure, make it detailed, make it red, make it dark, but don't make it like this. You can keep the model for a sword later on in the game, but this current model is just completely inappropriate. In fact, it's kind of hard to say this, but I kind of feel that a lot of the weapons, at least, that Mod Alfred does and shields and such, aren't that good. If we think about the Dragon Pickaxe, for example, it failed its original poll because it was just way too chunky. If we look at the RuneScape 3 version, it was quite nice and streamlined, and he just made it this huge dragon head thing which just looked terrible. If you want to discuss this update, please go on the forums or in my comments below. If you want to watch the latest Old School RuneScape poll, please click here for Halloween 2015. And if you want to watch the latest Old School RuneScape update, please click here for new animations and Barbarian Assault changes. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with the Old School RuneScape updates, deadblocks and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.